This is MC Tone from the 757 Spin Number, the True, back to y'all with another video. And today is the NFL breakdown, scores, results, and analysis for Week 5 of the NFL season. And it was exciting games, and a really big injury across the league with Dak Prescott. He dislocated his foot and has a compound fracture. He's getting surgery tonight, so shout out to him. Hopefully a speedy recovery. It's definitely a big loss for the Cowboys. The Browns, they're 4-1, and Russell Wilson is keeping proving why he's the MVP of the league. He's just clutch, man. He's somehow, these Seattle games always come to the end. Like these last 5 games, it's always to the last possession with them. And the Seahawks team is just definitely good and is led by Russell Wilson. But let me get on with the video. The New York Giants 34, Cowboys 37. I think this was a very big win for them in terms of emotionally. You lose a leader in Dak, who I think he's a good leader, and I think that he's very well liked in the locker room. And this was a good emotional win for the Cowboys. And hopefully that can get hopefully this win can just hopefully get the Cowboys motivated and just have a purpose of why the win is do it for Dak, and I think you're going to see a lot more of Ezekiel Elliott in the game and try to get the run game a little bit more involved, hopefully under Mike McCarthy. Colts 23, the Browns 32. The Browns are 4-1. This team is playing with a lot more confidence. They know their identity, which is the run, the football, use Kareem Hunt. Baker Mayfield threw 2 interceptions, but threw 2 touchdown passes. It was a solid game. The Browns had it controlled until the Colts made a little bit of run. Phillip Rivers threw a pick 6. Like I said, when the Colts seem like a team when they're trailing behind, can they trust Phillip Rivers to still throw the football and not to make the mistakes that he can make? And this is a team I see controlling in terms of when they get a lead than a team that's falling behind. So it's still a little shocker that the Browns are actually 4-1. But hey, the Browns are coached by a good job by Kevin Stefanski. And another great pickup for y'all was Bill Callahan. He's one of the best offensive line coaches that you can have, and Bill Callahan has done a great job with the offensive line. You got the Vikings 26, the Seahawks 27. The Seahawks, once again, Russell Wilson, he's the MVP of the league. You wonder why wonder why the Vikings. There's a big difference. That's what an MVP quarterback does. That's Russell Wilson. He's just that guy. He's that dude. But Kirk Cousins, he's okay. Kurt is okay. He's not special like a Russell Wilson. And just Russell Wilson in that last touchdown to win the game, with 15 seconds left to go. That's just clutch by him. So Seattle won that game, and they're up in the division undefeated. You got the Buccaneers 19, the Bears 20. Like I said, it's not fourth day. It wasn't fourth down. I don't know who was keeping count of downs, and I don't know how you lose track of downs, but I think things happen. This team just too many penalties. They're the 3rd most penalized team in the NFL going into Week 5, and that's a big difference that Tom Brady has to get used to. Is they're not more structured and disciplined as New England, and you're trying to get that discipline into a Tampa Bay team that's not disciplined. And it's just like, I think Bruce Arians, if I don't see him winning, I just don't see him keeping his job after the season. And I think it's just you're probably going to have to get another coach in. The Jaguars 14, Texans 30. Bill O'Brien got fired. Romeo Crennel took over, and I think this was a good win for the Texans. Just in terms, if you would have lost this game, they would have been questioning why y'all let go of Bill O'Brien. But Brandon Cooks had a big game. Deshaun Watson 3 touchdown passes. David Johnson had almost 100 yards running the football, and it was just a solid day. The Jaguars, I thought I had hope for y'all, man. I thought y'all was better than what y'all thought I thought y'all was. But Gardner Minshew, he seems like he's just okay. He's nothing special. Hopefully I can get another quarterback in, and I think the Jaguars, their future is still bright. They're definitely still bright to me. The Bengals versus the Ravens. Just to talk about the Ravens, their offense is looking a little stale. It feels like their teams are starting to figure out what they're doing, and they're trying to become a pass team, but I just don't think that's their identity right now. I think they're forcing it right now. I think Lamar Jackson, he has regressed these last 2 weeks in the passing game. And I know he's missed two practices with a knee injury. I wonder if that leg is bothering him. Is he really injured? But like I said, this Ravens team, I think they just need to do better in terms of make sure they hit their shots down the field, and that's what they've been struggling on. Just offensively, they just haven't been clicking, and that's also due that they didn't. Their offensive line is not what it used to be with a Marshall Yonder. When you lose a Pro Bowl Hall of Fame with Marshall Yonder, that is a big loss for them, especially in the interior. And you got Matt Sakura coming off of injury, so it's definitely been tough for the Bengals. The Ravens defense though was unleashing it on them. Patrick Queen looks like he's been a hit. Marlon Humphrey, he's an All-Pro corner to me. Definitely he's having a good season and definitely proven worth that contract. It's just this Bengals team. They're just their offensive line and AJ Green. I think he needs to be traded. I think he's out of there. You got the Panthers 23, this Falcons 16. Dan Quinn just been fired, and I think that's no shocker. They started 0-5. I think this should have been happened, but this has been the Falcons they'll give you a chance. They'll give you a chance, and he did bring them to a Super Bowl, so they're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. And they were banged up last season, but I just think they need a new voice, a new ear. The defense has not been playing good. The offense hasn't been playing good. I think it's just time to move on. The Panthers, they're 3-2. They're really good. Matt Rule, he's keep on proving why he was worth the hire and moving on from Ron Rivera. It's been a great pickup for them. I'm really happy for the Panthers. Teddy Bridgewater had a solid game. DJ Moore, with Christian McCaffrey out, you thought that might hurt the team, but they've been playing pretty good, and it's definitely been playing solid. And the defense has been pretty solid for them too. You got the Raiders 40. You got the Raiders 40 and the Kansas City 24. Wow. The Raiders. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. The Chiefs 32. This has been a little shocker to me. Derek Carr has proven he's worth that contract. Derek Carr has been that dude. And the Raiders are 3-2. They're a game back behind the Kansas City Chiefs. Derek Carr, man, that's all I gotta say. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes, and the Raiders defense forced a turnover on him. And they even though he threw over for 300 yards, he wasn't explosive. He didn't explode. It seemed like he never really exploded, and they really unleashed on y'all. So and Henry Ruggs, Josh Jacobs, Devin Booker, Nelson Aguilar, y'all kept up offensively. This is a Raiders team that's proven that they can keep up now. They rebuilt the offensive line. Now it's one of the best in the league. The wide receiver core, and Darren Waller, he's been definitely a good story. Just a good story, period. But a good football player. It's turned into one of the best tight ends in the league if you haven't heard of him. So this is a dangerous Raiders team. You got the Cardinals versus the Jets. The Jets are the least talented team in the NFL right now. The offensive line is terrible. You wonder why, even though Sam Darnold caught mono, you know why he's keep on getting injured? Because the offensive line is so terrible. This offensive line is terrible. I don't know how Adam Gase has his job. I really don't. Because he should have, I think they need to let him go. He's not it. And get somebody in to help Sam Darnold, and I just don't know. And the Cardinals, Kyler Murray did good. He didn't do solid. Threw another pick. It's kind of strange. He's making a lot. He had a turnover these last 3 games, and I'm just wondering what's happening to him, and hopefully he can find a little rhythm sooner or later. You got the Eagles 29, the Steelers 38. Um, I'm not going to bash Carson Wentz too bad. This is one of the best defenses in the league. He threw 2 picks, but he's throwing to really rookies, and really he's not really throwing to any primetime wide receivers. He's trying to make plays where plays are hard to come by. Like I said, the Steelers defense is really good. Chase Claypool has been really good for the Steelers. Probably the best rookie wide receiver. Um, 4 touchdowns is incredible. Ben Roethlisberger is rewinding back time. Excuse me. He's been better than what I thought he was. He's better. He's 80% of what he was, and that's what the Steelers need to be. And he's playing towards his defense, and he's been very good, very very good. And I'm happy for Steelers Nation. You got the Rams 30 versus Washington. I can't blame Dwayne. This was not on Dwayne Haskins. The offensive line is still not good, no matter what quarterback you have. The wide receivers, you got only Terry McLaurin. He's pretty good. The run game isn't really been going good. It's just like Washington just looks like this. It looks dysfunctional, right now. And the defense has been strange under Ron Rivera too. It's like the defense has been allowed 30 points these last 4 games. So it's just wondering what's happening with this defense. I know you still got Jonathan Allen, you got Darren Payne, you got Kerrigan, you got Chase Young, you got Fuller, you got Landon Collins. Why is this defense giving up 30 points? And I know the secondary might be a little shaky, but you still got a dominant front four. So I'm just wondering what's happening. You got the Dolphins 43, the 49ers 17. This is not a shocker to me. Brian Flores, like I said, he's a great head coach, and that they're building something special, and they're sticking to their plan. Everybody wants him to play Tua, but Tua is not ready yet. Let him heal, let him learn the game, and let it happen organically. Don't rush it. And that's what the Dolphins are doing, and that's a good job for them. Stay on plan. Ryan Fitzpatrick, we know what he is. He has games like this. He'll throw for 350 with 3 touchdowns. He'll do that. Just stay with the plan, the Dolphins. Don't let them pressure you. Y'all are on a good track. And for the 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo is not healthy right now. It was good that Kyle Shanahan pulled him out, knowing that he's just not the best option for the team right now. And this is a team that just needs to get healthy. Defensively, they just lost a lot. They just really, with the Nick Bosa, that's a big loss for them. And Richard Sherman, the secondary is just not as good. This defense is not as good as last year. The DeForest Buckner trade, I miss him a lot, but dang, it's just a lot of loss for the 49ers. But overall, the 2 top team, the Chiefs lost. It's shocking. It's to the Raiders. The Raiders outscored them, but I think the Raiders, since they're divisional foes, you're gonna always play them tougher. And I think the Chiefs are gonna rebound and will still win the division. The Ravens, I'm a little shocked at how the Ravens played, because this game was 17-0. It wasn't out of reach. If the Bengals could have just managed a 1-scoring drive and get it some momentum, I think this game would have been a different outcome. It's just Lamar, he just looked like he's regressed, and the offense has become a little stale these last couple of weeks. So I'm just wondering, is this play calling going to get a little bit better? And I think they needed a team. That's a team that's going to need a bye to hopefully fix the things offensively. And I wonder if that knee injury is gonna that knee injury that they kept him out of practice is is really affecting him. And this has been a solid week. Russell Wilson's still the MVP of the league. A couple of games got canceled. Rescheduled because of COVID. Hopefully they get work things out. that's pretty much it, y'all. Tone out. Thank you. Like, subscribe if you like the video. Tone out.